Good morning and welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing, presented by the Clear Commodity Network and delivering today's top news in mining and mineral exploration. From the new ClearCom studios, here's your host, Trevor Hall.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing. Hoping you're having a wonderful start to your day. Gold is relatively flat this morning at $4,358 an ounce after yesterday's 3% surge on the Iran and Hormuz deal. Markets are digesting that move. Silver's adding 0.3% to $70.40. Copper's holding flat at $6.49 a pound. And crude oil, it's pulled back to $79 a barrel. The World Gold Council's annual survey of 74 central banks found that 45% plan to increase gold reserves in the coming year. This is the biggest share recorded in the survey's history going back to 2018, with just one respondent planning to cut holdings. There's always one. Emerging markets and developing economy central banks are the primary driver, with 53% expecting to add gold versus just 18% of the advanced economy banks. It's a reminder that one of the structural forces behind bullion's record-breaking rally remains very much intact. And despite the U.S.-Iran framework deal announced Monday, shippers in Asia and Europe say confidence in resuming the Strait of Hormuz transit could take weeks to rebuild. Navigation, they say, will only restart once safety is fully assured. One LNG tanker did pass through yesterday. The market is watching to see if that becomes a trickle or a steady flow. We'll get to the news out of the miners and explorers here in just a moment, but first a quick word about today's sponsor. Today's episode of the Morning Briefing is brought to you by Vizsla Silver. Vizsla Silver is advancing the Panuco Silver Gold Project in Sinaloa, Mexico, one of the highest grade undeveloped silver projects in the world. The project hosts a large near-surface resource with exceptional grades, and the company recently secured a working capital facility from the Mexican government's mining finance institution in support of Panuco's development. You can learn more at vizslasilver.ca.
The dynamics of the natural resource trade changes every day. Get the full view of the commodity markets every week with Commodity Compass, hosted by me, Jennifer Pickrell. From metals to energy to agriculture, we break down the key moves, market drivers, and macro forces shaping the resource world, all in one sharp, insightful podcast from the Clear Commodity Network. Whether you're a trader, investor, or industry pro, Commodity Compass helps you stay grounded and informed. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or at clearcommodity.net. Clear Commodity Network, digital news on the physical markets.
And here's what you need to know this morning. Nucor Gold has released additional drill results from the 80,000-meter program at the Enchi Gold Project in Ghana. Results today come from the Sium deposit and showed a wide zone of gold mineralization above the resource grade and below the limits of the pits that constrained the resource estimate. Highlights included 1.37 grams per ton gold over 24 meters and included 1.93 grams per ton over 12 meters. The company's pre-feasibility study is underway and targeted for completion by the end of June of this month, with 4 drill rigs currently active on the property. Nucor Gold trades on the venture with NCAU and on the OTC CuEq with NCAUF. Hercules Metals has reported 2 new drill holes from the Leviathan porphyry system at its Hercules project in western Idaho, with the best hole returning 787.9 meters of 0.54% copper equivalent, and a second extending the footwall zone to the southwest with 801.6 meters of 0.4% copper equivalent. The results continue to expand what is shaping up as one of the most significant new copper discoveries in the U.S. Barrick Mining holds a strategic investment in the company, and new Pegasus and Hook targets are drill ready along strike. Hercules Metals trades on the Venture with BIG and on the OTCQB with BADEF. Brixton Metals has reported new high-grade silver intercepts from the Langus project in Ontario, with the headline hole returning 906 grams per ton silver over 4.3 meters and included 1,329 grams per ton over 1.8 meters. That was all within the broader 23.7 meter interval of 206.6 grams per ton. A second hole hit 4.95 meters of 493 grams per ton silver and included 1,798 grams per ton over 1 meter. Langus is a past-producing silver mine in northern Ontario with all-season road access and existing infrastructure. Brixton Metals trades on the Venture with BBB and on the OTC CuEq with BBBXF. Regency Silver has expanded its gold, silver, copper breccia discovery at the Dios Padre project in Sonora, Mexico, with a step-out hole returning 5 grams per ton gold, 41.85 grams per ton silver, and 1.1% copper over 36.35 meters, pushing the known limits of the system further along strike. Dios Padre is emerging as a high-grade polymetallic discovery in Mexico's prolific Sonoran precious metals belt. They trade on the Venture with RSMX and on the OTCQB with RSMXF. Fortune Bay and Manhattan uranium discovery have commenced drilling at the Mermac uranium project near Uranium City in Saskatchewan, with a fully funded 5,000-meter program now actively testing 15 of up to 25 priority targets developed from integrated geological, geophysical, and geochemical data sets. The Mermac and adjacent Strike uranium project sits within 25 kilometers of Uranium City with established infrastructure. Previous drilling at Mermac returned 8.4 meters of 0.3% U3O8, including 1.2 meters of 1.79%. Fortune Bay trades on the Venture with FOR. Manhattan Uranium trades on the Venture with MANU. K2 Gold has mobilized a drill rig to the Dragonfly target at its Mojave project in Inyo County, California, marking the first drilling at Mojave since last April Bureau of Land Management's record of decision, which approved the program. Dragonfly hosts a broad zone of near-surface, high-grade gold mineralization and is one of several priority targets on the 5,800-hectare property, with K2 carrying $33.9 million in the treasury to fund the campaign. They trade on the Venture with KTO and on the OTC CuEq with KTGDF. And Visa Silver has awarded the equipment supply agreement for the Panuco Silver Gold Project in Sinaloa to FL Schmidt, covering 8 major equipment packages including crushing, grinding, thickening, Merrill-Crowe, and refining, all designed to support both the initial 3,300 ton per day Phase 1 operation and the planned expansion to 4,000 tons per day outlined in last year's feasibility study. Engineering begins immediately under a limited notice to proceed, with a formal notice to proceed anticipated in the coming months. Panuco's feasibility study outlines 17.4 million ounces of silver equivalent annual production with an after-tax NPV of $1.8 billion US. Visa Silver trades on the TSX and the NYSE with VZLA. All right, that's what you have here this morning on the Morning Briefing. The Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing is produced by Clear Commodity Network. It is distributed throughout the world through your podcast network of choice and over at clearcommodity.net. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Be well. The information presented should not be considered investment advice. Mining Stock Daily and its affiliates are not responsible for any loss arising from any investment decision in connection with the material presented herein. Please do your own research or speak to a licensed financial representative before making any investment decisions.